This structured documentation helps ensure consistency and clarity when managing the website and its future development. Creating documentation for your website's development is crucial for future reference and troubleshooting. In the following sections, you can use and expand to keep track of your plugins, themes, fonts, CSS changes, and other relevant updates. It's designed to record essential details such as the purpose, installation date, removal date, if applicable, and the reason for each change. There are additional sections to improve clarity and organization. The section of the Web Development Documentation template tracks updates and changes, ensuring an accurate record for future troubleshooting and updates. The Plugins table tracks the tools you install to add functionalities to your website. Each plugin's name, version, installation date, and purpose are critical for understanding what role it plays. Recording the version is particularly important because plugin updates can introduce changes or conflicts with other plugins or themes. If you don't document when a plugin was removed or why, you risk reintroducing outdated or incompatible ones later on, which could break your site. The last updated column keeps track of when each plugin was last modified or updated, helping ensure that nothing falls behind in terms of security patches or functionality improvements. Themes control the overall look and feel of your website, so documenting them is vital. The theme name and version fields allow you to track which theme was applied and when, and the reason for choosing explains the logic behind selecting it, such as design goals or functional requirements. Customizations and the last updated column track any alterations you made, ensuring that when you switch themes or update them, you know exactly which custom CSS or code changes may need to be reapplied. Failing to track theme customizations can result in lost design work, broken layouts, or inconsistencies across different parts of your site. Fonts and typography set the tone for how your content is perceived. Recording the font name, where it's applied, and the reason for choosing it provides insight into the branding or readability goals you're working toward. The Customizations column documents any adjustments made to the fonts, such as size or style changes through CSS. If these details aren't logged, future changes could disrupt the site's visual consistency, resulting in mismatched text or a broken layout. Keeping the last updated field accurate ensures that any font-related updates or switches are correctly implemented. CSS customizations directly affect the look, feel, and functionality of your website's elements. The CSS element as code column identifies which part of your site was modified, while the reason for change explains the purpose behind the adjustment, whether it's for alignment, color, or other style updates. If you don't keep track of when these changes were applied and updated, reverting to old settings or troubleshooting new problems becomes a guessing game. Moreover, missing this information could lead to losing important customizations during theme or plugin updates. Documenting last updated ensures that all changes are up to date and easy to reference. The content section is all about recording the updates you make to your website's text, images, and other media. Keeping track of the updated on date and the reason for the change, whether it's for SEO optimization, rebranding, or simply refreshing old information, helps in maintaining a clear history of why certain changes were made. Without this, you risk losing track of important content decisions or undoing critical updates that could hurt user engagement or SEO rankings. The last updated column is crucial for keeping your content relevant and aligned with your business goals, ensuring that nothing becomes outdated. This section is designed to track problems that arise on your website when they were identified and how they were resolved. By documenting bugs, you can avoid repeating mistakes and be aware of potential recurring issues. The resolved on and fix implemented fields help you keep track of what was done to fix the problem and when. Failing to maintain this log could mean wasting time resolving problems that have already been fixed, or even worse, reintroducing bugs when making updates. Keeping the last updated column filled helps ensure all fixes are current and well documented. This section is a proactive way to keep track of ongoing improvements or planned updates to your site. Listing features, their priority, and a target completion date allows for a structured and organized development roadmap. If you don't track these tasks, you risk missing deadlines, overlooking important optimizations, or losing focus on key improvements. The last updated field is essential here, ensuring that tasks remain current and no outdated enhancements take up valuable development time. Version history and backup information provide a snapshot of your website at various points in time. Documenting each version and the backup location ensures that you can quickly restore the site in case of failure or rollback to an earlier state if an update goes wrong. If this information isn't recorded, you risk losing hours of work, encountering irreversible errors, or worse, being unable to recover your site after a critical failure. The last updated column allows you to see the most recent backup and version history, ensuring everything is in place should you need to revert. This last section provides space for any extra information that doesn't fit neatly into other categories, but is still important. Documenting details like team members involved, server details, or login credentials, stored securely, ensures that all relevant information is in one place. If these details are not properly documented, you risk having gaps in communication or losing track of critical information during transitions between team members or hosting providers. The last updated column here helps ensure that even miscellaneous information remains current and useful. By maintaining this documentation consistently, you'll not only streamline your workflow, but also ensure that your team or future developers have a clear understanding of the website's history. This proactive approach minimizes the risk of repeating mistakes, allows for easier troubleshooting, and accelerates the process of making future changes or upgrades. As your website evolves, this record becomes a valuable asset, offering insights into decisions made and creating a roadmap for continuous improvement. Remember, well-organized documentation is the backbone of efficient and scalable web development.